Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Hopefully this finds you well. This is on my backup YouTube channel. YouTube has locked me out yet again as we continue to try to get my account back here. But hopefully this video finds you well here this morning. Taking a look at what is going on, you can clearly see we've got this moisture rounding this high pressure system out there, this monsoon moisture starting its trek back now, back into California and Nevada. It's across Arizona as we speak right now. So we're going to dive into some of those details. We'll take a look at the extended forecast as well, and we will deal with that all as we go through the video here this morning. So one more look here at the visible satellite imagery. You can see the marine layer is right along the coastline there, right off the central coast, but in towards the Bay Area. You can already see it retreating across some of the valleys there, back towards the Bay Area, and you see Northern California pretty well socked in today. Los Angeles dealing with some nice sunshine here. But you can also see the monsoon moisture and some mid-level moisture. That is that monsoon moisture moving back up off the coastline as we speak. So we're going to start some of that shower activity here as we go on and through the day today. And it's going to kind of be a rinse and repeat thing here as we go through the next few days. Now, if we look at lightning strike density over the last 24 hours, nothing for California yesterday, but again, this is going to be changing here over the next couple days. And look at National Weather Service, San Diego, California. You can see the chances of precipitation on Saturday are going up. You can't completely rule out some of the shower activity over some of the lower elevations, Anaheim, Oceanside, San Diego, for example. But as you can see, the chances are much higher across the higher terrain. Mount Laguna's right there. There's Big Bear Lake. You see Palm Springs, 50-50 chance. Joshua Tree, 60%. Now, also along with the monsoon moisture, we're dealing with some pretty warm conditions. You see downtown Los Angeles, Friday, Saturday, that is today, Friday right now. This was issued yesterday here, but this still applies. You can kind of see the cool down coming as we go through the upcoming week. And the monsoon clouds are going to be playing some havoc with these high temperatures here as well. When you want to beat that heat, you go out towards the coastline. But look at even Santa Barbara getting to 83 today. Now, again, Los Angeles National Weather Service, I just wanted to point out there are some red flag warnings out there also. We got extreme heat warnings and heat advisories in place as well. Now, severe fire weather outlook Friday. So check this out. This is isolated dry thunderstorm potential, Bishop, Mammoth Lakes, Yosemite, and yeah, so you got to watch out for that. This could end up causing some fire starts here and even across some of the desert areas as well. So yeah, there is the chance for some isolated thunderstorm activity that could be on the dry side, meaning that thunderstorms are not producing that much precipitation. We've also got some marginal risk for flash flooding, which does include Las Vegas. You can see Eclipse Baker there. There's Needles and Blythe. Palm Springs is included in that, and marginal risk of severe winds. This is for today, Friday, August 22nd, as that monsoon moisture starts to make its way off to the north and west. And here's Sacramento also talking about this a little bit today. You can see it does include Lake Tahoe, Carson City there, and again across some of the higher terrain. And one more look at the isolated dry potential, mainly across the Sierra Nevada portions of Nevada as we go through today. Now, day one excessive rainfall outlook, a wider view of things here does include the deserts of southeast California and some of the higher terrain. The peninsular range could be under some of those heavier showers out there. So watch out if you're out and about and you see those cumulus clouds building up around you across the higher terrain. That's that monsoon moisture, and the rainfall is shortly to come after you see that stuff building across the higher terrain. Watch out for that. So day two, you can see this spreads up north across the Sierra Nevada, and same thing for day three and across some of southeastern California. Now, if we take a look at precipitable water, I put this into motion, and you can clearly see the monsoon moisture flooding back into the region as we've been talking about for several days now. Hopefully you guys, we've been talking about this for a while, so hopefully you guys have got the heads up, and hopefully you guys are able to view this video today being on my backup channel. But if we go off into the extended forecast, look at this towards the end of the run. We've got this tropical system that wants to start to spread some moisture a bit further northbound, and we've been watching that for a couple days here as well. What's the latest on that? Well, I'll show you the extended forecast here in a moment, but first let's do the temperatures. There's the daily 2-meter max. You can see very warm conditions across the region. 105 there, northern Sacramento Valley, 106 for Bakersfield. Very warm once you get away from the immediate coastline for Southern California, Los Angeles, San Diego, and of course, I don't have to tell you there, Las Vegas, 110. Some areas pushing up towards 110 or even warmer right near the California-Arizona border. And of course, if you want to really beat the heat, you get up to the right on the coastal areas here of the Bay Area or Northern California, but you don't have to go that far inland to beat that heat or to get back in that heat. So if we take a look at what's going on here, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, see the gradual cool down as we go through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So good news on that front. How is this heat wave going to end? Well, we'll keep watching that, and I'll show you that coming up here in a minute with the extended forecast. So if I scroll through the day today, that's that thunderstorm activity. You see some of this going on here, and yeah, these could be prolific lightning producers across the higher terrain as we go through the day today. Now we scroll through Saturday, and you see the additional bump in precipitation moving up towards Lake Tahoe on Saturday. We go towards Sunday. Again, monsoon moisture bumping up these precipitation amounts. Transverse range, peninsular range. We could be seeing thunderstorms here as we go through this weekend, and we go through Monday, and then we go, wait, here's Monday right there. And then we go on in through Tuesday coming up. You can see some of this moisture trying to surge back up over the region here as well. That's that monsoon signal. That moisture keeps continuing to spread back up across the area. So total precipitation in inches on the GFS. So the GFS is actually painting a little bit more of an interesting picture as we go through Friday. That's today. You can see some of this moving out even closer to some of San Diego there as we go through this evening. Then we go on into tomorrow. Look at how some of this precipitation makes its way out towards the coastal areas there here. This is very early tomorrow morning, Saturday. We go on through the day Saturday. There's Sunday. Check it out. You can see it across the Sierra Nevada, even out towards the coastal areas here of the central coast of California. And then we go out into Monday, and you can see again that monsoon moisture is going to be with us through the early portion of next week, continuing. And then we'll see what's going to happen with that tropical system off to the south and west. Now, regarding that tropical system, this is the artificial intelligence. Let's look at the extended forecast. There's the state of California, Hawaiian Islands, bottom left, intertropical convergence zone down here where you can see the rich moisture. Now, if we put that into motion, watch what happens. You see, there it is right there. There's that tropical system. Now, we're not looking at any kind of hurricane force winds or tropical storm force winds for Southern California, but it could bring a slug of moisture northbound. You can kind of see that move into Baja and potentially portions of Southern California. It's been back and forth on exactly where it wants to bring that moisture. And this is still, we're looking 4, 5, 6 days off into the forecast. We're going to have to check back on that daily, but that could be some interesting precipitation. It could bring some interesting precipitation amounts across some of the desert areas and maybe even towards Los Angeles or San Diego. So we'll be watching that closely. Now, take a look at the 6 to 10 day, kind of a mixed bag here as we go through the end of the month. And you can kind of see the above normal signal across much of the Intermountain West, near normal right along the coastal areas. 8 to 14 days, something similar. And then the near normal is finally the monsoon as moisture starts to cut off its tap a bit there, and some troughing starts to move back through the Pacific Northwest. But anyway, hopefully this channel is finding you guys, or this video is finding you guys on my backup channel. Been dealing with this YouTube thing going on for 16 days now. It's starting to get me a little bit flustered here, but what can I do but keep producing these weather reports, and hopefully you guys get them. Yeah, so hopefully don't unsubscribe from the California or Pacific Northwest Weather Watch channels, but do subscribe to this one. This will be the backup channel going forward. I'll put the Patreon page linked down below so you have that as well. And I have much more control of that account. So, if you want to go ahead and send your hard-earned money there, that might not be a bad idea. So anyway, let's just do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.